And I was a teacher at the time. I taught for 7 years. I taught kindergarten and first grade and had my early childhood degree. And so when I had my firstborn, I still taught with him and put him in childcare. But then when I had our middle child, Callie, that's when I looked for something else to do so that I could start staying home with my kids, because I knew it was going to pretty much take up half of my teacher's salary to put 2 children in childcare. And so I had never sold a thing in my life. And so I was really, really nervous about selling things, selling something, because I had never sold anything. But the beauty of Pampered Chef is I started noticing that I started using these products when I was cooking dinner, and I started loving them, and I started sharing about them. And so it was just amazing how quickly I was able to start making money. My goal when I first started Pampered Chef, I was hoping to make an extra $500 a month. And I thought if I could do that, that would be a little bit, my teacher's salary, about a fourth of my teacher's salary, that would help, with some of the bills. Well, I did that my first month. So then I really thought, okay, where could this business actually take me? And very quickly, I replaced my teacher's salary and have moved on to have many blessings within this business. I have been able to earn 8 trips, guys, in my 7 years. So for this next year, my husband and I will be going to Paris in March and Disney World in June, where I'll get to take my whole family. And so that's super exciting that I'll get to go on 2 trips this next year. And so this business, honestly and truly, can be anything that you want it to be. Whether it is $10,000 or whether it is $300, okay? You can set your goals and you can go after it. And just like you guys, I started with a kit 7 years ago. And so what I chose to do with this kit was, totally up to me. So everyone starts the same way. So I hope that all of you have gotten a chance to jump into Dash. Okay, I know Susan has, because I've been talking with her about it. But guys, Dash is amazing, okay? And I'm going to really encourage you. I mean, they only take a couple minutes, the lessons and things that they have on there, but you can learn so much, and it really can help get you started, okay? So if you have not jumped into Dash yet, be sure that you are doing that and doing just little by little, because it's going to help you feel more confident, okay? And it's really going to help with your success as well. Okay, so real quick, can you shout out when you started Pampered Chef, just so I kind of have an idea of the timeline that I'm working with for when, and those of you that are veteran on here, I know when you guys have started. So our newer consultants, okay, so October 14th. So Kelly, you started, was it last week? Okay. I know Susan started this last week. And Valerie Clark, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Valerie?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. When did you start?
Oh, it was a while ago, but I'm just now starting to do something.
Okay, well, awesome. It's always a good place to start. So who did you sign up under, Valerie?
Debbie Belden.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Hey, Dawn, what about you? When did you start? I think Dawn may be frozen.
She lives down the road from me out in the country too, so she may be frozen.
She may be frozen. Hopefully she can hear me okay. Renee, when did she start?
October, last Saturday.
Okay.
Whatever last Saturday's date was. Not
Okay.
this weekend, but the weekend before.
Weekend before. Okay. Lisa, what about you?
I signed up October 18th.
Okay, so this last week as well, on Friday, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Shauna, I still don't know your name, and I don't think she can talk. Hey, can you text in the chat? Maybe we can figure it out there. You can give me a thumbs up if I'm saying your name wrong or not. Okay. All right, so most of you guys started kind of this last week, which is perfect. Okay, that's awesome that a lot of you are kind of in the same timeline here. Okay, so my goal and my hope, type in the chat how many parties you guys have booked so far. Okay, if you can type in how many parties you have, so I have an idea for that as well. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Dawn, can you hear me now? Renee, do you know how many she has? Okay. All right, awesome. So just so you guys know how I do my parties, and everyone does them a little bit differently, okay? But how I do them and what works for me with my schedule of kids and stuff during the week, I do pre-party post Saturday and Sunday, and I start my parties and run them Monday through Friday. And so when you hear me refer to different things, that's just how I run mine, just so you kind of know the basis of it. So I'm going to share a couple documents with you. I want to walk you through a couple different things. Awesome, Valerie. I see that comment. I'm going to share my screen quite a bit tonight and show you quite a few things. All right, so first thing, I just want to make sure, I'm going to go to the Pampered Chef website. I'll make sure you guys know how to do that, where to find a couple things, okay? And so we're going to start there. Okay. Just going to go to pamperedchef.com. Going to sign in. Now this, guys, looks pretty much like you would as a host, okay, going into this page right here. Okay, difference is signing in as your consultant, okay? I already have my stuff saved in here, okay, so it recognizes me from your computer. It can do that, okay? So Dash is what I was referring to. If you guys have not started in on Dash, be sure you start there, okay? Now, up here at the top corner where it says my name, okay, if you click on that and you go to your account, see there's my personal website, how you manage your personal website stuff, how you can view it. But if you click on my account, it's going to take you to this page here. Okay, this is your personal website stuff. If you need to change anything about your website, change your subscription stuff, it's right there, okay? Here is your personal account type information. Now, if you want to shop, if you want to place a personal order, this is where you do it. You do shop for my business. Okay, you're going to click on shop for supplies. click here to shop now. Okay, and it's going to take you to this page. Okay, as a sample, as a new consultant and as a consultant, every time the new products come out, if you click on sample, okay, these are all of our new products. This is the half price amount. And so you can get one of the new products at half off, or they bundle it all together for you. Okay, so that is sample. Here's all the products. Like I said, you can get one of them at half off. Now, supply, this is where you can order more catalogs. You can order giveaway type stuff. One of the documents that I'm going to be referring to in just a little bit, let me show you. This is where I get my host packet envelopes. You can get 25 of them for $7.50. You should have gotten some of these in your kit if you've gotten your kit already. Some of you haven't gotten your kit. So your kit will come with some of these envelopes. And then the next one here. Okay, this party planner right here. This is what I use for my host packets now. You will get some of these in your kit. After that, they're $2 for 25 of them. Okay, so I just keep some of these on hand. I throw them in my packets. I will show you what one looks like when I fill it out in just a little bit. But I wanted to show you guys where to find this information at. Okay, so this is on the website. If you're doing Dash, let me ask, hey, Susan, has it showed you anything about logging in and putting in an order or setting up a show?
Yes, it has all that stuff.
So it showed you how to do all that. Okay, awesome.
It shows you just about every single thing. It gives you how to create your website, how to connect your checking account and do that account. It shows you how to understand certain products like the knives, using the quick cooker. On some of them, I'm waiting. I just got my boxes today. On some of them, it says, you know, make something with your quick cooker, post a picture, and then connect the link so that you can show that it's done. So I have like 7 things left, and those things are like specific to the tools, but everything that you do is shown in there through video. There's videos, and then there's also, you can read stuff too.
Awesome.
The videos are pretty short. I would say most of the videos are, the max is probably about 8 minutes. Majority are about 2.5 or 2 minutes.
Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Because as I cannot go back and do what you guys do, I'm at a totally different place on Dash now. So knowing what all you guys see, you know, I don't always know exactly what is going to be seen. Okay. But for those of you that haven't gotten there yet, + is going to help you create your party, create a party. Okay. In-person, virtual. Okay. Click on virtual. You're just going to enter the day you want it to start, when you want it to stop, the host information. This will automatically input your first and last name, their first and last name, and the day that the party starts as their link, their party link. And that's how people can order. Okay. So that will be how you set up your party. So just so you guys know that. All right. So let's say you guys have your parties. They're going to be starting this next weekend. Okay, so I'm going to send you, all of you, I have your names written down here. I'm going to be sending you this training, okay? So you guys can have this as well, just at your fingertips to use. But I just use this, it says post to set up the party. Okay, so when I'm setting up a party, honestly, it's easier to set it up from a computer, but you can run it at any point from your phone. So if you have a computer, the setting up process is sometimes easier from your computer if you have that ability. But after I set up the parties, then I do pretty much everything else from my phone. Okay. So when I'm setting up a party, I will have I'll just have a Facebook account, my Facebook account open. Okay. So pages, okay, I do run mine from a business page. So I just went to pages, and you can create a page, okay? And then what I do once my page is created, okay, I can actually set up my groups from my page. Now, okay, this is what my page looks like. So notice, guys, that's it. That's my whole page right there. I don't use this really for anything other than running my parties out of, okay? And the reason I do this, I didn't used to run it from a page, but Facebook likes you to run your business from business pages, okay? So all you have to do to create a group in a business page is now over here on the side, see where it says groups, okay? So I just click on this groups right here, and then all I have to do is create a group, okay? So create a group. We can name it. I'm just going to copy from one of my other ones. So create a group. I've been naming mine Taste of Fall Online Pampered Chef Party. If you guys come to the training tomorrow night, I'm going to share a different style of party with you. I've already talked to Susan about this, so she knows. I'm actually in this Taste of Fall party that I just showed you guys down here. I have 4 hosts in there. There's 4 parties running from one group, okay? I'm going to talk about that, though, on our virtual team meeting tomorrow night at 8:30. So if you want to hear more about that, jump back on tomorrow night, and I'll show you that training. I don't want to get into that too much right now, okay? So on here, okay, I just created my group name. I do the pumpkins, guys, because check this out. If I look at my notifications, look at this. See how it shows up in my notifications? See all the pumpkins? I can see automatically, you know, those, because they show up in the notifications. They're going to show up in people's notifications too. Okay, so that's why I put the pumpkins on there, because it just makes it that much easier to see. Okay, so that's why I do the pumpkins. Okay, then I do my banner. Okay, so if I create my group, and then you're going to upload your photo, I already have that photo saved. Okay, so I'm just going to upload it. Now, if I'm doing more than one group that I'm setting up, so there's my photo, I will pull up 2 Facebook pages. I will do this page, and then I will pull up another page, and I will do it. Okay, and so set up.
Oh my word. I'm lost.
Are you lost?
Yes.
Okay. So Kelly, I'm going to send you this document that I'm going through right now. So don't feel like you have to write anything down or know exactly what I'm doing. I'm basically copying from this document and pasting it onto this page. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so don't worry about if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't, you know, this document that I'm scrolling through right now, you will have this, okay? So I'm basically just doing my title. I already had this picture saved to my computer. So I'm basically just pulling that from my computer already because it's saved, okay? So when you get the document, you'll just click on it and save the image, okay?
Gotcha.
So then this step here, this is what I make my announcement. So basically, I just copy this wording. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this wording here. Oh, I need to do interactive catalog. Okay, it has the interactive catalog that people can click on and flip through like a catalog. Okay, and it also has your host link in here. It has your, information to get a hold of you and just gives them some general instructions. So what I do is I just post it like a regular post. Okay, it's going to automatically pull up. There's the interactive catalog. Okay, I go ahead and post this. And then at the top right corner, I'm going to make it an announcement. Okay, so I'm going to make this an announcement because what that does is it keeps it at the top of the page always. Okay, so once I post it once, I just make an announcement. That way, if any of the guests have any questions, boom, it's right there. Okay, they can go in at any time. Okay, so the next post that I do is I tell them the guest special. If they spend $80, they get one of these items for free. Okay, so I just copy. I'm obviously going to change the name from Mandy to whoever my host is. Okay, and then I'm just going to paste it. This photo is already saved on my computer too somewhere. Let me see. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to post this. And this is going to change, you know, every month with the new special. Okay, and this is the last post that I do before I add my hosts. Now, this, guys, I do this on Wednesdays. Wednesday is my party setup day. So on Wednesday, I set up my parties in Pampered Chef, and I set up my groups on Facebook. That's just what works for me because I add my hosts on Thursday. Okay, so you can find your system or whatever works for you. This is a game that I play, and it is just the microwave game, where in the posts, when you are posting just about products, if they find the word microwave, they can say, if it's 2 times in there, they say microwave times 2. If it's 10 times in there, they say microwave times 10. Okay, it's just a different way to keep some interaction. You can do this or not do this, but I will tell you what this does help on, you know, some of those just posts about the products where there may not be as much for them to interact. They still comment microwave times 3. You know, it's just another way to interact. And then I'll go in the comments and I'll say, yay, you get 3 tickets if they said microwave times 3. Okay, so this is the last one that I copy. So I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. Obviously, I'm going to change the host name here. And then my last picture, which is already saved to my computer somewhere. Maybe it should be on here somewhere. I did a lot of deleting, so maybe I deleted it. Okay, so now we're posting. This is the last one. I will change the host information before I post it. Okay, so see how that's the end of the document. Okay, so it's just 1, 2, 3 posts, adding your photo, adding your name. Okay, so this is what I do to every one of my parties to set it up before I add my hosts. Okay, so I just pull up however many parties and I do each step to each one of them. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'll send you guys this document. It's just what I use, especially, you know, just so I always know that I have the right post and I'm setting it up correctly. Okay, so, and you guys do not have to have this Evernote program. Okay, you can save, like it'll be a link when I send it to you. You guys can take this link and save it in your notes section, and then you can pull it up whenever you need it. Okay, so you don't have to feel like you have to have an Evernote in order to do this. Okay, so real quick before we move on to the next document that I want to show you, I'm going to show you guys my calendar. Okay, so this is my calendar. This calendar is called a Happy Planner. I love the Happy Planner. Okay, you can get these on Amazon. Hobby Lobby has them. You can get them at 50% off. Okay, you can get them with the kits where it has all the stuff inside already. Okay, so what mine looks like is I have my page that looks like this. Like here's October's. This is where I write a bunch of my family stuff. I write meetings. I write all kinds of stuff on here. Okay, the orange are if I am doing any cooking shows, those are the days that I'm willing to do them. I don't have any this month. So this is kind of what this page looks like. Inside here, this is where I track all my virtual parties, okay? So you can see, like, I have my host's name, address, phone number, email. Did I send them a packet? I put an X. When are they starting their party? I write the date. And then who did they book from? I write the host's name, okay? So that way for every square, and see how I have it, and then you go over here. Okay, so see all those, and then we go on the next page, okay, and see all those, okay? So these are my October parties, okay? And this just helps me keep track because I can look at a glance and see which parties are starting this next week, okay? And then
Calendar I bought is nothing like that. It's too small.
Hey, it's okay, because you want to know what, Kelly? You can get a spiral notebook of paper and write the exact same things in it.
Okay.
So you don't have to have a big calendar necessarily. This is my life. So, but you can literally make a square like this on notebook paper and write this information. I think the biggest thing is sometimes we get so busy, you know, in the parties and doing stuff is that we forget to write down who booked a party, when they want to book, you know. So if you have, as soon as someone books, you write down that information, you're not going to lose track of things and you're going to stay more on top of it. Okay. So that really, really helps me kind of just stay on top of things. And guys, look at your bookings this way. I never say it's a booking until it has a date. Okay. Like there's a lady that booked for November. She hasn't given me a date yet. I haven't written her in my calendar. Until they give me a date, they don't go in here. Okay, because that's when I know it's a booking. Okay, and then I'll show you in just a little bit. We're going to get into what I say about with bookings and stuff like that. So, but I wanted to take a second and show you guys this calendar because it really helps me stay on top of things. And then I even have this whiteboard next to my desk here. Okay, and this says parties this week. There's my host name for this week. Okay, those are the 4 that I have in my one party right now. I just have them written down. That helps me just track, like, here's, you know, if I'm looking up and I need to look and who am I contacting with again? Okay, those are my 4 that I'm doing, okay? So I just have that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the next document here, okay? And this is gonna break down exactly how I do stuff, okay? So, and once again, don't worry, I'm gonna send you this document. Okay, so don't feel like you have to take a bunch of, I mean, you can still take a few notes if you want, but don't feel like you have to write down everything you see, okay, because you will have access to this.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let me move you guys over here. All right, so this one, okay, my very first step on here is it's going to be send a packet. Okay, this is what I include in my packets, and these just cost a couple dollars to send. Okay, those envelopes that I showed you guys in the supply order, that's what I send them in. Okay, or you can get them at the dollar store. You can get envelopes however you want. They have, you know, packets of 7 for $1 at the dollar store. I mean, however you want to get them, the packets, you're going to get some in your kit if you haven't gotten your kit yet. Okay, so.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes.
I see you put on there send packet 2 weeks before party starts. Mine starts next week. We're just now getting around to sending out the catalog. So will that be enough time?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. This is like okay, so I'm booking parties from my parties right now. This is just a reminder. As soon as they book, that's when I send the packet. So if their party is not until, like my ones that just booked for my parties last week, no matter if they're starting the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, I'm going ahead and sending them a packet because it's almost like it's a reminder that sits on their shelf that we're doing this. Okay, so I go ahead and get it to them. But if you, for those of you that are just starting, you know, some of you guys have parties starting this weekend, you know, and you don't even have your kit stuff yet. Okay, so it's okay. Whenever you get a chance with these first ones, just go ahead and get them the packet. Okay, so. This, guys, if you see this little guy over here, I'm just showing you guys a few of my organizational things. I just have this sitting by my desk. It has file folders in it. Okay, it's just like a hanging basket kind of thing. And that's where I just pulled out, it says host coaching on the top of it. Okay, so inside this file folder, it has, I'm going to show you this document in just a second, but it has the wording that I say in my call to them. Okay, and this is what my party planner looks like. Okay, you guys get these in your kits. Okay, I have what I do on here. I just take a cute marker and scribble a few notes on these. Okay, so I put their start the party date. Okay, I put on here where it says fill out your guest list. It says invite 150. And then here I put 5 outside orders from people that are not on Facebook. Okay, this is number 1. Party planner that comes in your kit, highlight on it, and kit credit coupon on the back. Okay, that's the number 1 step. This is what I'm talking about. This is this paper right here. Okay, these come in your kit. Okay, so on the back, I put a big star and circle 800 and put our goal. Okay, guys, even if you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my party to 800. You tell your host that your average parties are $800. Okay, you fake it until you make it. Okay, because what happens is when you start pushing your host to have those kind of sales, your party average will be $800. If you encourage every host to have a $200 party, guess what? They'll all be $200.
They're going to stop at 200.
Yep, that's exactly right. I had one of my hosts today. She said, man, I really want a half price item. What does my party have to be at to get a half price item? I said, well, it has to be at 200, but girl, we're not stopping there. And she was like, oh yeah, no, we're not. So, I mean, I never say $200 as their goal. We always push for higher than that, okay? So on the back, I do that. And then I star because this, guys, is their kit credit coupon. Okay, so I put a few little marks around that. This, if they want to spend 25 or 50 of their free towards a kit, they can. This has all the kits on the back there, okay? So this has a lot of information, you know, for them all in one sheet of paper. It has all of their host rewards are right up here, okay? What they get for hosting is all right here together, okay? So they can see all that information. So host special. Do you guys know where to find the host and guest special?
No.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick and show. Oh, I already am sharing my screen. Okay, let me go over here to. Got out of Pampered Chef. Okay, so if you go back into the website, I'm going to click on my. I'm already signed in, so I'm just going to click on Consultants Corner. Okay, when you first log in over here, if you go to where it says Explore on the left-hand side, if you go to Explore, very first thing, promotions for your customers, host special, guest special, right there. Okay, so if you click on host special, it's going to take you, and you can just click through. So like we're in October, you know, so you would want to go to, there's October's. So I go ahead and I print out this and the guest special for them. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could always send this, you know, to them as a document as well if you want to. I just like including in the packet. So it's up to you how you want to do that. But I think it's nice just to have it in hand. So host special, guest special. In your kit, you're going to get an opportunity brochure that just talks about the business. I slide that in there with a catalog. Okay, so this is what I put in my packet. So makes it pretty easy. And I make multiple at once. So that way when I do book a party, I'm not like, oh, I need to get in my packet. Oh, I need to get back. I just pull it out because I already have it made. Okay, so I sit down and make a bunch of them at once. So that way it also gives me a goal too. If I'm like, okay, I want to have 16 parties this month, I make 16 packets and I determine myself to get rid of them. Okay, so that's kind of how I gauge that as well. Okay, so today is Monday. Today is Monday, okay? So this is what I sent my host today. So my parties that are starting on Saturday, here is what I sent them. Hey, Sally, I was just wondering if you received your packet in the mail yet. If you have, be sure to pull it out and look through it. I want your party to be a success for you. With all the Facebook changes, I have a couple tips I want to go over with you. When in the next couple days can you chat for 5 to 10 minutes? Okay, it doesn't even take, I mean, it takes, I've timed it before, 7 minutes for me to do this call. And the reason I do it is because, like, when I used to do cooking shows all the time, I always talked with my host. This is the one opportunity that I can actually talk with my host. And building that relationship, guys, I have wonderful hosts because I don't usually have any hosts that flake out, because once they have talked to me and they hear, you know, what I want them to do in the party, you know, they do it in the party. Okay, so I send them this. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of this document, because this is where it puts it, okay? I've tried numerous times to put it up here. Okay, so if you just scroll down to the bottom, see where it says host coaching call, virtual parties. It's at the very bottom. So if you click at it, like I told you guys, printed it off, put it right in my file folder. Okay, so it's just a short 1.5 page document. Okay. My Microsoft Word is jumping down here at the bottom. Come on, where is it at? It's taking a second to jump up here. Whoa. It's probably going to pull up like 15 times. Come on. Stop bouncing. Sorry guys, I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Somewhere back here. Nope. Now it stopped bouncing. It's not what I wanted. Holy Toledos. Okay, I'm just pulling it from my computer.
I'm not giggling at you. I'm giggling at my cats, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even hear you giggling, girl.
Okay.
You're good. I'm just going to pull it from my computer here because for whatever reason, it's not pulled from that. We had a really bad storm here last night, and my internet has been super slow today. Super slow. Everything has been pulling up like snail pace. It's been driving me insane today. What the heck? My gosh, my computer's never this slow. I don't know how many different ways I need to try to pull this up. This is dumb. All right, I'm just going to read it to you, and hopefully it'll pop up here. Okay, so on here, it just says, thanks so much for doing this virtual party. Did you receive your packet? We're going to be starting your party on Saturday, the 26th. First 2 days are going to be pre-party post. Make sure all your guests are in the party and everyone's ready to start. Okay, so then, oh, freaking A, there it is. So it's going to pop like it's twisted. It's like, now I'm going to pull you up 1,500 times. Yep. All right, so this may seem like a weird question to you. Yep, there it goes. Do you have an Android or an iPhone? Okay, so the reason, oh my gosh, look at how many times it's pulling it up now. Okay, you guys need to move for a second. And I just closed the one that I need to show you. But so look at this here. Okay, on here, this is the reason why I say, do you have an Android or an iPhone? Okay, so if you are sending this message, and this is what you can copy and paste right here. So this is what I send them. When I copy and paste this right here, it turns into this on Messenger. Okay, so I will send them this on Messenger. And when I ask them if they have an Android or iPhone, if they have an iPhone, all they have to do is click this arrow beside it, and then this screen pops up, and it just says send, 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 send. And all they have to do is click on send, and it goes to them individually. Okay, so I send this to them and tell them to send it out to 150 people. Okay, about a fourth will actually join the party. I tell my people their goal is 30 to 40 members that join. Okay, so if it's an Android, they hold down on this message and then this forward pops up. Okay, I don't think Android has an arrow. Okay, so they just hold down on the message and then their messenger contacts pop up and then they click send. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, I think if you have Android, you have a little share bar or something that shows
Share
up.
bar. Okay.
Yeah.
So it may pop up, you know, when you send this message to them anyways, okay? So iPhone, I know it's this because that's what I have, and then this pops up, okay? So hit the arrow. So you're sending this to the host, and the host is forwarding this on to all their messenger contacts, okay? Now, I do this on Saturday and Sunday with them. Depending on how many they have in the party, then they can use that invite button, you know, on Sunday or Monday if they need more people, okay? This at least first sends them a personal message. Then if they just want to invite some more people, they can always click that button later, okay? But we used to do the invite button all the time, but Facebook, they made it harder for people to actually see the groups. That's why we send out this personal message, okay? So then, so I asked them that question first, and then I say the best way we can make your party successful is to be present and commenting. I don't expect you to be in your party all day, but if you can go in a few times a day and comment on every post in some way, this will really help with the participation of your party. Since these are your friends and not mine, when you comment, they're more likely to see the post and notification in their newsfeed. Okay, so that's what I expect from my hosts. I don't expect them to be in there all day. Just go in a few times a day and comment on all the posts. I don't care if it's, oh, this looks cool, play the games. You're not going to win, but just play them, okay? So then I let my host know the third thing is you're going to receive a 50% off item for everyone that books from your party. Okay, so everyone that books, they receive a 50% off item from their party. Then I let them know that if they get 3 bookings, then I give them a new fall product. You can decide what fall product that is. It can be whatever you want, okay? But you can add it to their host order. So if they get 3 bookings, then if they don't use all their half price items, you can add it to their party that way. or you can add it at the very end and use their 20 to 30% off discount. Okay, so I don't ever pay full price to send an item to my host. I just have them, I just add it at the end of the party. Okay, so I talked to them about getting 3 bookings. Okay, if you can get your host on board with getting 3 bookings, that's a game changer. Okay, they're going to be working hard. So then I let them know on the second to the last day of the party, okay, which if you look down here, this is going to be Thursday before the party ends, okay? I let my host know I'm going to be sending them a message, and this message they're going to forward out to all the members as well, okay? Or even maybe even the people that they invited initially, okay? So tomorrow's the last day for your Pampered Chef party. If you'd like to place an order, click on this link. Thank you so much for being a part of my party. So I copy this and I send it to my host on Thursday because that's the second to the last day of my party, and they forward it on to all their people. And I let them know, I will know when you do this because orders will start coming in. I can tell the second that my hosts start doing this, and I can tell which hosts do it and which hosts don't, because they will start getting orders if they do this. Okay, so I let them know that in the host coaching. The last
Can you say that again? I had to go and close the door and I didn't hear that last part of how do you know whether someone has done this? What was the thing?
They start getting orders. So if a host sends this reminder to that their party ends tomorrow, then orders typically start coming in right away. So I tell them I will be able to tell if you send this message because that's when the orders will start coming in.
It compels people.
Yes.
I see.
Yep.
Okay.
And so so then I asked them, did you see the Kit credit coupon in your packet? Okay. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? I would love for you to watch me this week. If you think it's something you're interested in, I would love to tell you more. Okay. So that is the last thing, and that is on the bottom of this document. So every host, I ask them. Okay. Because think about it. You never know what this business could do for someone else, and you never know who is looking for a part-time job and looking for something like this. Okay, and especially this month with a $39 kit, guys, some of you guys signed up, with this $39 kit special. It's amazing. Okay, that could really, really help some people. Okay, and I decided a long time ago that I will never hold this blessing from others because I'm afraid to ask them. Okay, they can decide if they want to do it or not, but I want to let them know it's an option. Not in a pushy way, but just, have you ever thought about doing something like this? And they may say yes, they may say no. And then I just say, well, watch me this week because this kit is amazing. It's only happening this month. So if it's something that you are interested in, I'd love to tell you more. And you can use some of your free towards the kit. Okay. So I let them know. That's my last thing. Okay. So I do this call, and I usually do it Tuesday or Wednesday before the party starts. Okay. So then it's Thursday now. I send them my hostess message. They start forwarding it on. Okay, guys, funny thing, tell your host to join the party themselves. You would be amazed at how many of my hosts have not joined their own party. And it comes to Saturday and Sunday, and I'm like, hey, girl, where are you at? She's like, oh, I haven't even seen anything yet. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't join yourself. Okay, she sent out all the invites, but she didn't join herself. So be sure to tell your host to join the party themselves. Okay, so Friday evening, this is what I send my host. Here's another tip that always adds more guests to the party group. Please post these words and the group link below together on your personal Facebook wall. It will help capture some additional people who may have missed your ad notification or remind them you're having an online party. So they will post this, okay, with their group link. Okay, so this whole thing, guys, I just copy and I paste it to my host. Okay, now this phone, since I do so much of it from my phone, guys, I have notes. Okay, my notes in here. So I don't know if you guys can see this, Okay, so I take this wording that says Thursday before the party starts. There's the message I send the hosts, and I put their own link in there. So there's Monday's message. So all of this I have made a note for. So if I'm in Chicago for Pampered Chef, it's on my phone. I just have to copy and paste it and do it. And what am I supposed to do today? Oh yeah, today's the day I do this. Okay, so I took this wording, okay, messaged it to myself, and then put it on my note on my phone. So I always have what I need to be saying. Okay, so that will help you stay more organized if you always know what you're supposed to be doing on what day. Okay, so then I had my host, my current host for this week. Okay, this is what I had them do this morning. The host, I say, hey girl, party's kicking off this morning. In order to kick it off, can you message this to everyone so they know your party's starting? This will help people know that are in there to start participating. I had one of my hosts, she asked me and she said, well, should I send this to just my members or should I send it to everyone that I invited? I said, hey, send it to everyone you invited. She got 10 more people joining her party that morning because of this message that didn't originally join. Okay, so then what they are sending is my party kicked off this morning with a game. You can earn tickets just for playing. Thank you for being a part of my party. That's all they have to send. It's just a reminder that the party's kicking off. Okay, so I have them send that on Monday morning, and this is what I do. Okay, if you are in your party, so let me go back to my party that started this morning. Okay, so over here on the side, guys, I had 21 new members that have joined in the last few hours. Okay, this is my party that has 4 hosts in it. Okay, I told them when they got to 120 members, I would give them each a recipe book. So I already did a couple welcome posts today already. Let me see if I can find one and show you guys, because this is my Monday stuff in here. Okay, so because I have so many members, I had to do 2 of them. So this is what I did. Okay, you guys are going to see it's exactly like this. Notice the picture, notice the words, exactly. I copied this morning and I pasted it on here. And when you hit, see right here where it says write post? Okay, if I write a post, here it tags the 21 people that joined today. Okay, this is a way you can tag them all. Facebook will let you tag them all this way, and you can welcome them into the party. Okay, so I use these words here to do it. And then I just picked a GIF. It says, you guys have a fun week ahead of you. Okay, so this just lets everyone know party's kicking off. Be sure to check out the game. Okay, you get a ticket for every guest you make. We're going to have a great time this week. Okay, it just welcomes them into the party. So I did that this morning. Okay, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow this post comes out on Tuesday. Okay, so we're 4 days into the party, but this is day 2 of the actual party start. So this is what I send to my hosts. Today you will see a post that talks about booking a party. Can you please go on this post and tag 3 of your friends that you think would make great hosts? Thanks so much for being a great host in your party. This is the post that happens. Giveaway post, answer this question and your name will be added to one of the final drawings. I would totally host a party if blank. Your host has been challenged to get 3 bookings during their show. If they get 3 parties, they get a Pampered gift as a thank you for helping me continue my business. Plus, they'll get any item or set at half price at your party. Let's keep the party going. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, now my hosts, they go in there, they do a conversation, they tag people. Okay, so this happens on Tuesday. I'm going to show you guys in my party in just a second. Okay, on Wednesday, I have them message me an answer to a game, and I'm going to show you why in just a little bit. Okay. So that is on Wednesday. Most of my bookings come on Wednesday because I do this post and I do this. Now, this month I'm doing pumpkins. I'm not doing monkeys this month. I'm doing pumpkins. Okay. And I can send you the pumpkins ones if you want. So I just put on there, help your host book a party. When all 3 monkeys appear, your host will get a gift from me. Okay. So there we have 1 party booked, 1 monkey appears. We have 2 parties booked. Your host gets a gift from me. Congratulations. All 3 parties are booked. Okay. This I do on Wednesday. Okay. So this is Tuesdays about bookings. This is Wednesdays about bookings. And then I also have them message me the answer. And I'm going to show you what happens with this in just a second. Okay. So this happens on Thursday. And the reason I do this on Thursdays, guys, is because they have seen me enough in the party. Now they trust me a little bit. Okay. Now they've gotten to know me a little bit. So when I'm talking about the business, imagine this cash in your hand. How much would it be? There are 4 areas of potential earnings with Pampered Chef. Which category intrigues you the most? 10 tickets for your answer. Is it fun money? Support the household? Okay. So this, with this graphic, goes out on Thursday. Okay. Then on Thursday, I also send this message to the host, and they are getting orders for their party. Okay. Which I already talked to you guys about that. Okay. So this is just the things that I do within my parties that I find really, really, really benefits. Okay, I'm going to go in one of my parties now, and I'm going to show you exactly what this has done and how it is important. So you guys have a kind of an idea. Okay, so you can see last month I did stars. Okay, so this month is pumpkins. All right, so there's my pin post. This was kind of funny. She saw me at the drive-thru at Starbucks, and so she tagged me. You never know who you're going to run into. So that's why I like having my name on the back of my car with my information, okay, because stuff like this. All right, so you're going to see this is like my final thank you. You're going to see lots of thank yous in here, okay? So thank you for your order. Thank you for your order. You're going to see lots of thank you for your orders. This is coming in the last day, okay? So here I post, she's 95 away from her goal. This goal was 550 last month because she wanted the extra free, okay? There was extra free last month, so I set the goal at 550 for her to push to get her party too, okay? So I just play games in there. She's thanking people for the order. Okay, so this was the 27th, which was Friday, the last day of the party. $200 from her goal. Okay, so on the kickoff on Friday morning. Okay, so that was the last day. Tomorrow, so this is Thursday, she was $400 away from her goal at this point. Remember, the goal was 550. Okay, so she only had 150 in sales Thursday night. Okay, so 350. Okay, so you can see I am constantly staying where they're at. Okay, I play another guessing game on Thursday because this is also when I want to see how many people are still interacting. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Okay, here's this post. Okay, I showed you guys this post. So on here, okay, you see how it says see response, see response, see response. Okay, down these last couple still say message. If you set up a business account and you are running your parties from there, okay, it will allow you to send messages directly from a comment. Okay, so Chrissy is now a consultant. She signed up a few weeks ago. Okay, so I'm going to take you into our conversation for a second and show you guys what this looks like. This is one of my hosts for this week. This maybe Tuesday morning, I asked her when she could chat. That was her response. Okay. So she's one of my hosts for this week. Okay. So let me see if it'll let me scroll any earlier. There we go. Okay. So see this right here where it says cheese, chili, crescent rolls, coffee, and creamer. Okay. Kind of random, huh? This is what they are messaging me because and I'll show you the post in just a second. It says on there how many, it says, send me a grocery list of items that start with the same letter of your first name. Okay, so she sent me these. So, and I give them 25 tickets for their answers. Okay, so here is me messaging her off of this post right here. Hey girl, I love your answer, pay off bills. We've been able to pay off so many because of Pampered Chef. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? With the holidays, it's a great time to earn some extra money. It's our biggest selling season. Okay. She said, I do have, I always end this with a question. Do you have any Pampered Chef products already? So yeah, I told her she got her tickets for messaging me. And then I asked that question. Okay. So she said, I do have quite a bit of Pampered Chef stuff. If you sell Pampered Chef, can your parties be strictly online? What kind of training do you go through? Okay, so I'm answering some of her questions here. She decided to book a party, so I messaged her there off of that comment and said, thanks so much for booking a party. So she asked me a few tax questions. Okay, so here you go. I'm just nervous and afraid I won't have the support or time that I need being a single mom and working full time, but extra cash would be amazing. Okay, so here I am talking her off the ledge a little bit, talking about the kit, talking about the opportunity. Here she says, let me think on it and I'll let you know this evening. Okay, I said no problem at all. So then she asked me, so if I buy a kit and do the party myself with your assistant, will she get the credit? Yes, she can get a half price item from her party. Okay, now I gave her a few days. So notice this is the 26th. I gave her a few days. I said, what do you think, girl? You ready to get started? Have any more questions? I can call you today to answer any questions you may have. She wanted me to call her. Okay, I called her and she ended up signing up that night. Okay, so you can see how a conversation from cheese, chili, crescent rolls, coffee, and creamer, now she's a consultant. Okay, and she had $1,800 in sales her very first week. Couple weeks ago. Okay, so that is why I have. Okay, so now let me show you the post, what my post looks like. Gosh, Facebook is so stinking slow. This one's a fun game too. You get some interesting comments on this one. Name a word people yell at a TV during a football game. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, right here. Bonus, extra 25 tickets. We're going to try something different this evening. Instead of commenting below, send me a personal message with your 5 items. Then comment done below as well so we know you sent yours. Okay, so here they are. They're commenting done, but they're also messaging me the answer. Okay, so I am responding to each of these in the same way. Yay, you get 25 tickets. Do you have any Pampered Chef products? And getting the conversations going like that. Okay. Typically, I book my most parties from this right here. Okay. Just having them message me something and getting a conversation going is the best thing you can do to get bookings. Okay, because it leads to, hey, you know, what Pampered Chef products do you have? What is your favorite? How do you know the host? That can lead to, have you ever thought about getting your own, you know, Pampered Chef products, the 60% off next month, whatever you want. Okay, so that basically walks you through the document of everything that I go through, okay? And then how to set up your party. Okay, so do you guys have any questions for me at all?
Oh, lots of them, and I can't think of them all.
A lot of this, guys.
Do you always
Go ahead.
do 1 week? Like, do you always do the 5-day party?
I have so far. I tried 1 hour ones when I very first started doing virtual parties. They didn't work quite as well.
Yeah.
I think because everyone's just so busy, they like hopping in and out whenever they want.
Yeah.
Now you could probably shorten them down to 4, honestly.
Okay. So normally you do it Monday through Friday or
Friday.
Monday through Saturday?
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So, just
I was
because
supposed to have a party I thought start this week, but if I have to send documents to my girlfriend, I guess I should push it to the next week then.
or I can send it to you. When are your 4 starting?
I just made sure that my people are super open to whatever I need to do. They're like, whatever you want. They're
Okay, so what I would honestly recommend is let's go ahead and get them going. So, because we're going to run them together.
Yeah.
So, I say we might as well just get them all going. So,
Okay.
so
I'm not going to worry about this documentation then. That is typically sent to them.
Or I can send the pack. I can send your host the information if you need.
Because I'm just wondering how I can meet the deadline to start next Monday. Then would it be then? You start on a Monday, you said?
Yes. Well,
for the actual party, but the documentation you have on the Friday you prefer.
Saturday.
The Saturday. Okay.
So Saturday is when the pre-parties will start. Yeah.
Okay.
And we can chat a little bit about that
okay.
in just a little bit too. So, does anyone else have any questions?
No.
Okay.
So one other thing then, I was thinking of something. So you said that you basically I wanted to confirm how it works. You basically pull people into your Facebook Pampered Chef thing and create groups from it. It's not really used as an open forum, but more like a private forum where you create chats,
right.
if you will.
Right. So,
and
yeah,
you are given that information from your host, right? Or they join it and they become the members, and then because they're joined to that collective, then you're able to send them the, hey, it's going to be starting soon text.
Yep.
But it's a DM really, right?
Right.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep. So I'm setting up the group, and when you set up the group, let me show you at the top of your page. Okay. So if I'm on my computer, okay, and let's just say, let me go to my current party this week, which is this Taste of the Fall. So when I'm copying this Evernote document, guys, I'm telling you is going to be your friend. Okay, so I'm copying this wording right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I'm copying this, all I'm doing is then I am okay. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay. So then I'm just copying this at the top. This is your URL for this party page. And I'm just placing it at the bottom. See how it automatically changed. Okay. So I send this to my host. Then see how it has an arrow here? Okay. What you're telling your host to do, click on the arrow. Now it pulls up all my messenger contacts. So all I have to do is go send, 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 send.
Yeah.
Send. And they are sending it out individually because it's an individual to all these people.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I do it. Yeah.
So then on your phone, it doesn't have it on the computer. But if you go in on your phone on the party, right here in the middle, it's going to say add or invite.
Yeah.
Okay. So after they send that out, see if they have 30 to 40. Okay. And if they don't, then they can go in and invite a few more with the invite button.
Like, what?
Okay.
Nobody's touching me.
Okay.
Nobody's touching me.
Okay. You guys have any other questions?
My head.
Anything?
What is tomorrow night's about?
Okay, so tomorrow nights, see how, okay, so I told you guys I had 102 members in here, okay? So look at this. This is where it's different, okay? This is 4 hosts, Trisha, Melissa, Michaelin, and Abby,
You just whacked my head.
okay? So they all invited their people to one party, okay?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm only having for 4 hosts, I'm keeping track of 1 party. So instead of having
Yeah,
like
that's what I
last,
want to do.
yes, because like last week I had 5 parties running at once and they were all individual parties and it was not fun, okay? But this one, I am having 4 hosts in here, okay? They all have their own links still, but all of their people are participating and playing together. Okay?
Yeah.
So they are all in here together. They're all playing. They all have their links. They're all getting orders. Okay? And I even put this, click here to shop. Okay? So how you do this, I keep the banner that I showed you guys when we first started. I keep that banner for the first couple days. Then on today is when I changed it. So I just go in and change my group cover. And when I change it, I pick this picture that's already saved, okay, to my computer. When you do this, let me see if I can find this picture where I changed my cover photo. Okay, right there. Okay, so see how it says updated the group cover photo? So I just refresh my screen until it says this, okay? When you click on the picture, okay, over here, you're gonna see add a description. And then when I added a description, I just took all of my host links, copied them from that announcement that I had at the top. And when people click on this, this pops up. So it says, click on your host name to place your order. And they click on their host to place their order.
Have they had difficulty figuring that out?
I was wondering the same thing.
Not yet.
Because
Yeah.
for me, I would have been confused. I would have, if I were going to do it, I'd be click to shop your host so that they would know there's a different link. Right? Because the link gives them
Click
the
the
credit
link.
and you don't have to do the work,
Right.
right?
Click the link for your host who invited you.
Okay, yeah.
So
I was
yeah.
just saying on that little photo, I might put that so that those people know that.
So
'Cause
this,
that's
yeah, so this is the host in there. So basically, I mean, it just really lessens the amount of work that you're going to do. So like with you, Susan,
Yeah.
having 4 people, you're adding them in here, and it's easier to run all of your 4 hosts rather than
Yep.
spread them out over a few weeks. Because, and the reason that, and this is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow night on the call. So you guys will get more information on the how-tos, the
Okay.
whys, and all that kind of stuff, okay? Because this is a new concept, but there are some people that have been doing it since like April, June, and they are having great success because, okay, one of these hosts, honestly, she has like 10 people in here. And she told me from the beginning this, she said that she's kind of incognito on Facebook. She hides her name. She doesn't have a lot of friends, but she invited who she could. So if I was doing her party individually, you probably wouldn't see a whole lot of interaction. Okay. But because
Right.
her people are in here, okay, they're seeing a much more interactive party because they are with other people that have more people. So when you
Right.
do have those hosts that don't have as much, it makes it really nice because it's still a lot of interaction going on. And honestly, Facebook loves interaction. So when they see interaction, they, show it, more people are seeing the
They give
stuff.
it more and more
They
love.
get more attention. Yes. So it's a good thing for these hosts because they're actually there's a lot more interaction going on in their party. So it ends up being, a positive thing.
Oh, I'm very excited now.
So, yeah, and if you guys, that's what the training is going to be over tomorrow night. So if you guys do have questions, just let me know tomorrow after you kind of have seen some of this stuff. Okay. So I just got an order from one of these ladies. So, or not from the lady, but from a customer ordering. So then I'll go in now and I'll make a thank you and I'll tag the host, so that they know that this person placed an order and all that kind of stuff. And then that keeps also, think about it, when you have that many thank yous, it's a constant reminder, oh yeah, I need to go order. Oh yeah, because there's going to be more thank yous in here because it's 4 parties going at once. So that's going to remind some of the other guests who haven't ordered yet when they see different people going ahead and ordering. So, and guys, oh my gosh, it's so much less work. Like I am just investing so much more time in this party because I only have one that I'm keeping track of. So I think all in all, this is my first set to do like this. But a lot of our leaders are switching to this. So I'm going to
I think I'm going to start off doing it the old way first and get you the idea.
You can do it whatever you want.
Okay.
I was just thinking that this style, as long as that person does feel like they're getting their, whatever prize benefit from it, that you could sell it on that, because then you're saying, listen, even if you only have your 20 people, there's going to be a lot more interaction and people get an actual like serotonin boost when they see likes and they see numbers on